tape measure, see, I'm not going to say a measuring stick, a tape measure, I remembered this time, that reads inches, because it's a British made game, sadly, for all you imperial metric people out there. D6 dice, you need quite a bit of them if you're going to start playing like big games of it, like if you do a bulk order of this. And also there's markers and templates in the rulebook you need to like photocopy and print out. Right, the way this game runs, it's a bit, you know, like my previous one, if anyone's watched it. It's alternative activation system. You know, one player activates his unit, they do what they do, and then the other player activates his unit and they do what they do. It's that. And at the beginning of each turn, to figure out what order you're doing, is both players roll a dice and add the highest call rating, which is like a morale stat. That's the only stat, by the way, in the armies. Whoever wins goes first. When you get to activate your unit, you have a choice of movements. It's sneaking, normal, or on the double. Sneaking basically stops you getting shot by Overwatch fire. Normal is like, you know, to let you be able to shoot, and on the double is obviously like a sprinting. That's basically movement. You know, normal, you know, terrain does its normal things and all that. So you know, if anyone plays other war games, there's no surprises for the rest of that. Shooting's really nice. Weapons 9 times out of 10 have an infinite range, which most of you will initially go, oh, what the hell are they doing? It works because you've got so much terrain anyway. You know, intervening. 9 times out of 10 you're going to get a clear line of sight. You know, I think pistols and I think it's a bolt action I think it's pistols and SMGs are the only things that have a maximum range. Beyond that, everything's infinite. I think that's brilliant. So you take your dice, which is for the gun, and that goes by its rate of fire. So that can be anything from, I think, 1 for a pistol to 6 for a heavy machine gun. It might go more, I can't remember. But you take those dice, and the initial to hit number is a 4+. That's the base to hit. You apply a modifier, so it might go up or down, but your initial number is 4+ to hit, which is really nice and easy to remember. So you roll your dice, and you take your hits. When you've got your hits, you must see if these actually smash through the guy's armour. Now, each weapon has a penetration value, which is like the kind of strength of the attack. You cross-reference that penetration value, which can be anything from I think it's light 80 to heavy 80. You know, if you get the book, it will make sense. That was pretty vague. But right, you take the penetration class and you cross-reference it with the armour value of your target. Now, you have this little table, and you do that, and it will tell you these two numbers. The first number is to wound, like, knock the guy off his feet and he's laying there, and the second number is to kill. So you roll the dice, and you apply the wounds and kills. If a guy goes wounded, he goes down on his side, and he's out the game for the moment, but he can be healed back by medics, or at the beginning of every turn you roll to see if he gets back up, stays where he is, or just dies. And obviously if he gets a goner, he dies, the unit has to take him, and the unit he belonged to has to take a morale check to see if you kind of shook him up with his death. Which is nice, that one guy can shake up a whole unit. I quite like that, you know what I mean? It's not like the, again, I always take off 40k, but it's the one, you know what I mean? Like, guardsmen running around, like, 5 of them die, and the others look around and go, whatever. It could have been like a guy's brother that he's been with for donkey's years, and I don't give a shit, It's for the Imperium, rubbish. Anyway, stop that ranting. But yeah, so that was shooting. Sorry, I got off to a tangent. Wait a minute. Where am I? Yeah. Special rules. Yeah, so that was shooting, by the way, and yeah, it's nice and simple. The assault rules are a little bit more complicated, and I won't go into them for now because assault don't kind of happen, Unless you've got zombies, it don't really happen. People kind of shoot each other up, which is nice and realistic. And then the next bit is special rules. So again, this, a bit like Pt2, this defines a model from another. I mean, snipers get a cool special rule. You don't, to deploy them on the table to begin with. The owning player jots down like on a piece of paper where he wants them, or you can like slide a token without the other player knowing underneath the terrain piece that you want them to be in. And while you're playing the game, the sniper player's got to like be quite sneaky and like figure out line of sight and range without letting the other player know where his models are. And like if you've got Overwatch, well, you can literally, as the poor guy's like moving his army, you can shout out bang and then take the shot there, and then like halfway through their movement. It's quite cool. And the player who's like trying to survive these sniper shots gets quite shaky. So you're pretty nervous where to move them in the end. And the only way a player can actually find snipers is if either they get within 4 inches of the sniper's position, then he has to put it on the table. The sniper has to be placed where it was. Or, if the sniper fires, wounds a guy but doesn't kill him outright, that unit can then roll a call check, which is like, I think it's 2 dice and you roll under their call value, like a standard leadership test. And if they pass, then they get to put the model, the sniper has to be shown where he is, like revealed. So that is really cool, little extra thing. The other thing is vampires, they've got a cool little thing, they can go in mist form. In mist form, they can go inside vehicles and kill the crew from the inside. I mean, that is just sweet. Well, other things. Oh, suppression. Now, this is probably the best suppression I've ever seen in a war game. Basically, you can a unit can opt not to shoot to kill, but shoot to suppress. Now, what they do is that the unit they're aiming at, or they can actually aim at a terrain piece. So, if there's like 3 units in there, they can all get suppressed. What they do is those units have to take a call check again. But have to apply modifiers depending on the guns that have been used to suppression, and if they lose, then that unit becomes disorganised, as like hunkers down and is out the action until they get morale back up. So yeah, that is this game. It is really good. It's a lot of fun, and it's probably some of the best shooting, like firefight rules I've ever come across. Hopefully, one day they might do like a bit of a sci-fi version, like high sci-fi or something like that. This is a really good rule set, and I can't recommend this one anymore. So, if you are interested, go on to Westwind Productions and buy some stuff. It is really good, highly recommended. Yeah, I tried to do another professional ending, but failed. Anyway, people, catch you later.